We back.
On a roll, eh? Yeah. We back like a
Microphone
vertebrate.
check 1 2.
Back
what
like
is
spine. Your mic is superb. So okay, Blinky, let's endelea with this story. Yeah? We had the second album, just a band's second album. For me now, of course, now you've chucked Hahe, the video, viral, all that we just talked about. But then you chuck this insane song with an insane video, super creatively shot. Now here is where, remember I told you I didn't like the first album. This one now I was like, hey, respect, game respects.
I remember that conversation.
You chomoa the song Huff and Puff. Tell us a little bit about this one.
That was like, it was crazy because I came to the house and that was a beat Jim had started. And then I came to the house and he was playing it. I was like, bro, just give me that song. Give me that song. Let me show you something. That one, I didn't... You remember saying Hahe? I was like, I took a long time to write. That one, as soon as I was like, Mimi, I wrote...
We're gonna huff and puff and blow your house down.
It was like... That one I didn't need a lot of time to write. I was like, boom. And that particular song shows me everything that, like, that's the song that has one of the most lessons for me, because yes, Hahe was a big song in terms of locally, but Huff and Puff, that's the song that opened a lot of doors.
Okay, I love what you're saying. So Huff and Puff now, people outside of Kenya.
Yes, outside of Kenya, that's the song. It's like Hahe is more like a Kenyan song in that sense. But Nini, what's it called? Huff and it's funny because even when we shot the video because some guys in Holland, one of these Nordic countries, probably Sweden, some university film students, they saw Hahe and someone played it for them in their class in Sweden. And then the university was like, let's send these guys to Kenya.
No way.
Yeah, to work with these guys for a challenge on a new video, so to work with us on a new video. So the challenge was to have a film reference and to have what's it called, no takes, no cuts in the video. The most we can have was one cut. So that was like these guys from Sweden coming to Nairobi to challenge us to make a video, and then they would help with some of the budget, and then we shoot it.
The coolest guys, I think, in Kenya presently, from the music to the videos for that stuff, the design work that follows it, the animation, every single thing is done from that one element that is their house, and I think that's extremely cool. And the music is the best.
Band probably in Africa right now. To be honest, I think they're about 5 years ahead of their time.
I'm the music guy. I direct the band in terms of the live performances and produce the music. So. it's gonna be interesting because of the other little twists that you guys put in. We've never had someone else challenging us. We're always the ones challenging ourselves.
I make beats in the band and collaborate on songwriting and making videos as well. Most people in the band kind of dabble in illustration from time to time. It's like illustration and animation is like something that I work with a lot.
If you ever hear a quiet song on a Just a Band album, it's probably started here. So yeah, I'm the guy who kind of chills it out a little. When we started, my role was making a little of the music and doing a lot of the visual stuff, the videos and the album covers, posters, everything. So it's kind of a healthy split between the music and the visuals. Yeah.
My usual role in the band. It actually started kind of as a producer for videos and concerts and other projects. Like, I would be the logistics kind of guy. My background in gyms are similar because we started in advertising as graphic designers and art directors and such things. We found it was easier it was easy for us to share kind of visions in the project. So that's how I ended up becoming involved as a co-director with gym. The main advantage of living together, it speeds up a lot. Many processes that elsewhere would take a week or two before decisions or ideas are decided.
We always talk to one another like this.
Which one of you is the most bossy guy in the band?
Bill.
Yes, Bill.
It's Jim.
It's Bill.
Jim.
It's Bill.
And we.
Bills are goated.
And Billy. The quiet guys. As people are shouting. See, that's Bill.
It's Bill. It's Bill. What do you mean it's Bill? I'm the gentlest.
In a way, it's like that's what the band means to me. Like, it's like that exploratory thing somehow. So I find it important because it's kind of like you need an outlet for like this other thing that's brewing inside your head, and that's kind of what the band's become.
With Just a Band, we just decided to just make stuff that kind of just sincerely comes from within us, you know. It's just how I was feeling, and so the music mainly comes from how we're feeling. And if there was a genre for that,
Vi visste at vi hadde et superinteressant band som var superkreative. Og alt vi trengte da var å kunne få se de i aksjon i de 3 ukene vi var i Nairobi. Og derfor så kom vi opp med de her kreative utfordringene. Okay, the first one. The music video got to have a continuous story.
Like one story.
Or like a short movie. Yeah.
In terms of continuing story, I think like that's actually the way we're used to working. It would have actually been harder if we were not supposed to make a continuing story.
The second one, every one of you got to show themselves at least one time during the movie.
Disguises?
As a law, we don't appear in the video.
But as Daniel said, you could use disguises.
Okay.
Is that okay?
You guys are cool with that?
Alright.
Could you tell me why you had that policy?
Well,
We ugly.
He's ugly. I, on the other hand, anyway.
We got 3 more. It's a maximum of 1 cut per minute.
1 minute.
Per minute, yeah.
So if it's a 4-minute video, that's 4 cuts.
Yeah. Or 2 or 3. Each of the cut needs to contain a reference to an iconic movie. And to help you out, we started with the first reference movie. And that's A Clockwork Orange.
okay.
So the part that we're referencing from Clockwork Orange is the beginning shot.
Yeah.
The whole,
the what?
The whole idea
The whole
of
concept.
being kind of
Brainwashed.
Like it's now the whole video is about you being brainwashed.
Okay, cool.
And to the last one, the most funny one, Since you guys said that you're not used to have given roles in a music video production, we are going to give you roles. And that is, Bill and Daniel are going to co-direct this one. Jim are going to be the director of the photography, and Bithy is the producer.
Disaster.
I'm a photographer, so when you put me in director of photography, it's like, hey, same stuff. But I like that Bill and Daniel will be in charge of this one, because usually when it comes to videos, it's me and Bithy shooting on the camera.
In the music videos, I do nothing.
The pain in the ass.
I'm a pain in the ass. I've never done it before, so I'm the least likely to be a director when it comes to the four of us.
I guess me, I tend to be like serious and like structured, and him is like loose and like jokey.
Really
with
well,
the directors. I'm wondering, yeah, so that kind of thing, basically, like slightly.
The shoe has been put in the other boot.
There would have been a problem.
We're gonna kill this.
Yeah, but like if it was director, there would be one of those two.
There'll be some No Country for Old Men up in this.
Yeah, but you know,
There's gonna be
it's gonna
some,
be deep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And shallow at the same time.
Oh, snap. Okay,
So, yeah. It has to be done by the 1st of December, because that's the release party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
So we sat down and started referencing it. And even, okay, now that's where, again, our film reference was, I think it's them who gave us the film reference. They gave us, this is a classic film, Clockwork Orange. So we were to work with the Clockwork Orange as a film reference for this video. And man, it was hard. We had to watch the film. We came up with like what could possibly be the thing that works with this idea. And you look at that video,
There's no cuts.
there's no cuts.
Yeah.
And again, and this is why that's Just a Band Spirit was so special, is it's a simple video, but it's a well thought out video. And till today, that's all I'm always chasing. I don't want fancy videos. I want well thought out videos.
It was the three of you, Njora and K2.
And K2. And Bithy.
And Bithy.
Yeah.
I actually find it fun to just sit down and like try and combine things and like come up with stuff. So that's like the cool part.
Where are you getting I swear. No. We don't like to get the door. Look. Where we get
We just wrote this. Yeah, we wrote this thing on cardboard, man. So like,
Okay, I'm gonna dead dog.
No,
Like you could even have J-Lo
Make it
shaking her
interesting for me.
bum
Make it
4
interesting for me.
minutes. No, like listen. J-Lo does these videos all the time. When she's just shaking her
Do you
bum.
listen to the reference you're
No,
using?
listen.
Okay.
Just for 4 minutes, she can shake her bum for like 4 minutes.
Yes.
And people watch that shit. Now, people do. Like, go and look at Vivo. It's like 41 million views or something. So, all I'm saying is that you have this setup where you have someone who's sat and is being forced to watch this stuff. Because of that context, you could actually have people booty shaking for like 3 minutes, and because of that context, it becomes something.
by the way,
It becomes like
Oh.
we are forcing you to watch.
yeah, he has a
Yes.
point actually.
Yes. Does that go with Huff and Puff?
No,
Jim, you know
as in,
that thing.
wait.
No, the thing is, we had that discussion.
Yes,
we had a
yes,
discussion
yes,
about
yes.
how
Listen,
something can become
okay,
artistic.
listen,
No, I'm
listen,
explaining.
I just
I'm
want to
explaining.
explain.
Just one last one.
I
One
need
last
to
one. One
explain.
last point.
I'll explain.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
explain.
Half and puff in the context of are you ready to disco? It then takes this like kind of very kind of very what's the word, belligerent way of saying it.
Okay.
We're going to
pause.
party by
I'm
force.
telling you. Okay, wait. He's forced to watch a Moulin Rouge type of thing.
No, listen.
No, wait,
Okay,
listen. I'm not going all the way Moulin Rouge. I'm still with the booty popping. And I'm thinking Asaka's master kind of gag.
That's fine.
You know, like a guy was like, hey, I'm
Because
gonna have to
then it makes
blow your house down.
That's kind of that guy is acting to the camera.
Yeah,
So the camera is
So and also the other challenge was we all had to appear in the video.
Yeah, because
we didn't use
before
to
you
appear.
did appear,
We didn't
exactly.
used to appear in the videos. So we were Njora, the bad guys. Nini.
Could dance in a
Dance group.
So that's a one take now.
It's a one take.
Yo.
And I look at that video, like I'm proud of a lot of things we've worked on and I've worked on. But that's one of the highlights because like it's like it can stand anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yo 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 yo.
Hey, what's up?
Yo 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 yo. Migingo tumanda marwa katu wachango. Migingo tumanda marwa katu wakyaye. Yo 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 yo. Yo 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 yo.
This part kind of is like a Moulin Rouge part of the story, yeah, which is kind of like folded into the Clockwork Orange reference.
Norwegians descended from.
You should definitely use that.
Yeah, I have found my costume. So I'd have to come back on Monday.
Why?
To select the costumes.
Really?
Like so that they're kept aside.
Oh, okay. Could you tell us why you chose to only have one cut?
Yeah, now it's like each of those extra cuts kind of like they just save us. Like it's like we have them on reserve now. So if like someone makes a mistake, then as in an irreparable mistake, then we can use a cut, and then somehow we'd have to figure out like a movie reference to go with it. But it's like now we just have like we have a little bit more breathing space.
Migingo tumanda marwa katu wachango. Migingo tumanda marwa katu yakyaye.
Hi, Kenneth.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hi.
What up?
And Blink.
This cast was carefully selected from a list of thousands. This is a representation of the finest that Nairobi has to offer.
Oh, wow. We're flattered.
The worst dancer. One of the finest.
It'll be an interesting challenge to see all of this happen. Yeah, come together. But it sounds like a nice idea, a good idea for the video. So.
They're crazy people and they're very creative, so it just sounds fun.
And he's supposed to dance badly.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to dance well.
Which in real life is the other way.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
So we meet you guys there.
All right.
Cool.
Game face on.
Everyone's already prepared to work for this, so it's going to work out. Yeah, everyone's going to do their job properly. I will have to help Jim in the camera department because he'll need some help with this because it's a one take. But directorial vision, Jim and I have given it over to Daniel and Bill. So
Guys are just getting used to the
Or we
costume.
just talked so much.
So K2, he's rocking his full outfit, and Dora is inside their chains. So like that's the one over there
This guy's trousers are very big.
with the mask. Yeah.
You guys, that's small, man.
You know,
How is that beard supposed to function?
We'll go through it like once or twice. Then we'll shoot after lunch. Yeah, no. So we were just saying that it's very goofy, and then it's like your movements are almost like you're on stage as opposed to like acting for a camera.
yeah.
So it's like
It's huge.
Yeah, pretty much. And then also just like comical.
Why do you keep grabbing my post? I'm not
Okay, basically acting. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, of course I can dance. Yes, I can dance. You don't. What? No.
Back from the
Want everyone to hide so that you're not in the shots.
The point of the costumes was just to kind of disguise us, you know, as which really is pointless because we're doing a documentary. So, so everyone knows who's making this video.
Yeah, this will be all over the internet, which covers Kenya and the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's our policy not to appear in the videos. So since one of the challenges was indeed to have cameos in the video, we decided to have fun with the cameos, like that one.
It's Dr. Boom! 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 Dr. Boom! Boom! Dr. Boom!
Dr. Boom. Oh God.
Stop it!
I am Dr. Boom!
I look like.
With an afro.
Yeah, that's what we're going after. So.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap! Like, there's no place that video can be played and you'd be like, it doesn't make sense. Like
Till today.
Till to this day! Till today! Sijaonekana aha, chukua dakika kama tano uite mazima moto jitumeshika nare. Wakichelewa watapata dundi moshi imebaki juu, maji haitoshi kuzima hii beat so smooth, oh so nice. Play it twice, have a good time.
Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back. Are you ready to just go? You got to give me something and I'll give you something back.
Give me 5, it's good to be alive. The sky, it seems so far away, but we know that we've been to the moon and back, and we're sure that nothing's gonna hold us back.
So, okay, you dropped this banger.
Yeah.
I told you, and there was some very strong crossover elements with per se the non-just the band fans.
Yeah.
That this song was a good song is a good song.
A good song is a good
You got
song.
what I mean? The ear pop, whatever.
Yeah.
The, excellent video, catchy hook, nice vocals on it. But you tell me, let's talk a little bit about this opening up of different markets that now happens when the video goes out.
I think what happened was it went out, but that song has grown very gradually over the years, where I think the first 3 years it was at 90K views. The first 3-4 years, because we probably shot it way later, and then it was picked up for Netflix Sense8 season 2, first episode, and that video is now on 1 million views.
So it was part of the. Actually, there's another song you also had which was picked up for a movie, Nairobi Half-Life.
Nairobi Half-Life was Hahe.
Nairobi Half-Life picked Hahe.
Yeah. And Huff and Puff has been in 2 movies. No, it has been on Sense8 and was in another movie called Nightmare on some street something. And so that just it shows me 2 things. That it is true that some ideas are so ahead that locally we didn't have the enough of a base.
Man's not got resources.
Man's not got resources. Like locally we didn't have it in terms of like we have an audience, but the audience is not big enough. But when the right ears find it, the right ears will support it.
I get it.
And you go look at the comments on that song. It's a global song.
Yes.
Like I think about it sometimes. If we had the right backing for that particular project, 82, we'd it would have gone
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Global.
Easily. Everywhere easily. Because it's a project that
because the proof is there in the comments.
The proof is there. It's like we don't have to even argue with it. Hahe was on cracked.com, which is like at that time was huge, and Cracked brought a lot of people from different countries to that song. Usinibo sampled Daft Punk, and it was picked up by a bunch of music websites, and that also brought people in who are like, I've never had a Daft Punk sampled like this. Huff and Puff had its own like trajectory. To have those three songs plus a really good album is like that technically should be the recipe for a very successful project. And I've always felt, I think I felt this with my last album, Everyone's Just Winging It, going to it, but I don't even think it's scratched the surface of
the possibilities.
And I feel like people are gonna revisit it properly eventually. That's what I also felt about 82, where we still made the album here in Nairobi. We made it in our house in Adams, where we are all living together.
Just a house.
But it just made so much, like, if an American group put out that project, it would have gone
would all know them.
Would all know them. But also, what thankfully it did was a lot of people who are looking at us for like, who are these guys and how are they making this music from there. So we ended up being invited for a lot of shows. So I think that album is what opened up some doors at South by Southwest. The first time we played at South by
Okay,
Southwest.
so let's talk about this now. Let's talk about your international tours.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the doors that opened in this period.
Yeah.
Before this, you're telling me the only time you had been on that out of this country was while we were headed to Egypt.
Egyptos.
And that time wasn't even just the band, it was just Blinky. So
And
now
I was not even known as Blinky.
exactly. Billy Sellanga.
Billy Sellanga.
So now the first album didn't per se open up doors for international touring, did it?
No, but the first album was the foundation.
Right, so it was a crazy shoot, I tell you. It was a crazy shoot, and we was just exhausted and everything, just jumping around. I'm exhausted. As you can see, my eyes are half masked, but it was a brilliant day. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in to the K2 show. Oh, pound it. Cool. See you later.
It's been a good day. Like, we're super exhausted. Because some of those dance moves, oh Lord, we hadn't even rehearsed the moves.
Could you explain your costume?
Oh, we were improvising at the shop today. We had an idea, but when we went, we just changed our minds. Even some of the actual shoot was improvised. So yeah, it has factored in.
Jim! Sorry, come 1 second.
That was cool.
I'm pretty happy with where we've come. We didn't just take the challenge as it was. We tried to see how we could make the challenge special. It's interesting because I don't know if we would have made a video like this on our own. Now it's just to see whether the final product is actually acceptable. Yeah.
So we were challenged by a pair of Norwegian film students to make a video that had certain constraints.
For me, Just a Band is a place where I can explore like parts of me that I wouldn't have had the opportunity if I, stuck in advertising or if I did other things. Like, I'm discovering sides of myself that I didn't know existed. Like I'm exploring creativity and art, and I'm just exploring self-expression in a way I don't think I'd have had that chance to anywhere else. So for me, Just a Band is kind of a very, very special outlet for, I guess, a self-expression.
If you're near a long range, you can crouch near the television and prepare to have your mind blown. No. That's an overstatement. Just prepare to be slightly amused. All right.